Christian recovery centers started actually in the middle of a couple cornfields in Ash. The ambition behind one really kind-hearted pastor who believed that it was one of his responsibilities to help push back on this ever-growing epidemic that we call the substance use disorder. He founded his mission and his life's purpose to continue to invite people in that we would consider the least of these. And if they needed food, he fed them. If they needed housing, he sheltered them. If they needed clothes, he clothed them, and he showed them what the love of God looked like. And that's exactly what I found whenever I arrived there as a resident in 2013. But I found the love of God on that campus and was able to develop for the first time in my life what I considered a meaningful existence. In 2015, God gave me the greatest gift, and he made me in charge of this entire place. At that same time, we understood that the problem wasn't just a one gender type of problem. All of our current services had to do with males, and we quickly developed an ambition to try to open up something for the females. We were able to do what we considered a soft start for the women's program later on in that same year in 2020, while we ambitiously developed a 10,000 square foot facility to house 32 women who would find substance use disorder treatment and recovery inside of this place. We all know that as the Rose House today. You want to talk about a beautiful place? You're talking about the Rose House. Ray House came into existence in 2020, and that allowed us to double the occupancy of our men's program. The donors of that, Steve and Becky Ray, might not ever know exactly what kind of impact they had on people inside of our community and being able to save their lives, and definitely play a huge part in saving their souls. What most people are really surprised about is to come to find out that we've already been bridging the gap to be able to offer even more services on a larger scale now with the announcement and the special use permit being issued for our new campus in Charlotte on 520 Mulberry Street. It's amazing to see this, that you take a small nonprofit who really just has nothing but a lot of ambition and doing God's work and trying to do it as best as they can, and you add all of these people from the community who wholeheartedly believe in us, and that translates into them becoming the wind behind our sails. And my goodness, how quickly the boat's moved. To see us be able to now go into a facility like this that would bring up our occupancy to 184 residential treatment beds being offered inside of Brunswick County at no cost to them or their families is probably one of the most impactful things that I've ever seen. The people who come to us are coming from all different lifestyles, all different backgrounds, and I know that they need more in terms of the hands and feet of Jesus work that we're so committed to doing. One of the deficiencies that Christian recovery centers had for a long time, and one of the major ambitions behind the expansion of this campaign, was to be able to offer up to 2 years of care for every individual who came to us. So now, proudly, we get to say that we're taking people from the lowest of lows, the place that we would first come in contact with them, and giving them a handshake after 24 months into a new, meaningful life. And we really know who's to get the credit for all of this awesome kingdom work that we've been able to achieve. It's you.
You can.
You can.
You can.
Who can put our residents back into a meaningful place in life? You can. Who can be the hands and feet of Jesus? You can. Who can work with us to make sure that every person who comes to us receives the best quality of care, to find themselves going from the lowest of low to actually finding themselves landing in the place that they only dreamed existed? You can.